Hello. In this particular video, we will be focusing on the central tax reporting in central finance scenario. So it is important to understand that when central payment is implemented or when central payment is not implemented, how to do your tax reporting. And tax reporting is one of the legal obligation. So it is very important to understand what are the right source of information which you provide to the government and the authorities in terms of tax data. So what is in relevant in is tax relevant data replicated? So when FI and CO documents are replicated from source system to a central finance system, tax data is also replicated. Of course, when you see any accounting document, invoice or a payment or any other document, you capture the tax information in by the source of tax codes. Then you have a tax GL on ECC side, and then the tax information is captured, whether it is an input tax or output tax. So that information is being calculated in ECC, and by the normal source, it's replicated to central finance system. In CFIN scenario, is it mandatory to do tax reporting from CFIN system? When central payment is activated, it is. It's not about mandatory, it's about recommendation. So when you do your ECC system only and you replicate data, when all your processes are in ECC, you don't need to do your tax reporting from central finance system. However, when you are activating your central payment, then what happens is most of your data, a lot of your accounting data and the tax data is sitting in central system. Then that data is not available. So then your source system does not have sufficient information that you can declare it as a tax declaration or use the report for the tax authorities. In that case, you have to use your central finance system. So that's what it says. When central payment is activated, which is done on a company code basis, it becomes necessary for some tax related postings to be made in central finance system. Then if central payment is not activated, as I mentioned, then source systems can be used for tax reporting. You are using your central system as just as a data warehouse. You just replicate the data. You can use it for any of your other functional reporting, but however, your tax reporting can still be continued from your ECC system. When should we stop between source and CFIN? This is very important question because you have to have decided the right time when you activate your central payment. For example, in a month of June, at what point do you want to start your tax reporting from central system? So before you start your tax reporting out of central finance system, you must have completed tax reporting from your source system for period for which only open item and balances are including in initial load. So when you complete your initial load, it is important that if any activity is covered in your initial load itself, then you should not use the initial load data for central tax reporting. You should use your data in that particular period. You should use your source system. For example, if you are going live in June, you have an initial load from January to May. Then from January to May, your monthly tax reporting should be happening from ECC system, and from June, when the real-time data is replicated, you can use your CFIN system as a tax reporting. So it is very important to understand when to start and stop, because your initial load data is not relevant for tax reporting. Any pre-initial load, preload checks? Yes, there are a few preload checks if customizing entities for which configuration does not match. Give me a second. If customizing entities for which configuration does not match in the source and target system are involved is replicated, then central finance system stops the posting. So yes, system checks, we will talk about those checks. Yes, system checks your ECC and S4 system, and if there is a mismatch, system will stop the posting and the failure will be visible in AIF. And system issues an error message describing the error, and you need to correct it. So yes, there are preload checks which are done, and it is important to complete and follow the checks. And then of course, if something new comes up, you will see the document failure in AIF. And it's all accounting document because there is no relevance for CO documents in for tax. What tables are included? So yes, high level, these tables are included in the checks, and that's the checks is not new one. We already had a video available, the configuration consistency checks, uh, where you can you can use the standard report, and that report read the following data. You have a company code, countries, tax keys, tax processing and accounting, client specific FI settings, customizing on tax and control, tax on sales and purchase, and tax jurisdiction. So these are the tables which system read, and it also validates if both the tables are in line with each other or not. So this is very important that you ensure before you do your report your data to the authorities, your system is fine, you are validated data, and then only you should be able to go ahead. So as we speak now, we have completed video number 30 in FAQ format, and this video was focused on central tax reporting. Apart from that, if you see, there are several videos on different topics available on the channel. Feel free to browse, and of course request you to like the channel, like the videos, subscribe the channel, and any suggestions, feedback, comments you have, feel free to post it in the YouTube comments, and I will pick those questions or specific comments in my coming videos. I will be coming back with more videos in coming time. That's all for today, and here is the scan me QR code link. Here is the channel details, and if you see, all central finance videos are being available and posted here. So feel free to browse at your own convenience, whatever area you like. If you feel area is something is missing, feel free to put a comment and I will add more videos here. Thank you so much and have a nice day.